let's talk the number one skill you need to have as a trader. And I mean as a day trader, as a swing trader, if you're trading stocks or options or Forex or Bitcoin, if you are trading any of those, you need to have this skill if you're going to have success. And this skill usually gets a little confused and people have the wrong impression of how everything's working together. However, when you understand what's going on, it's actually something that you should be applauded for, and you should really try to build upon it as much as you can. And the misconception pretty much plays out like this. So we have a trader. That's Bob. And then Bob, something happens to him. And what happens to him is this. He wants to do something stupid. Maybe he wants to do, and he knows it's like, I shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to do that, but he wants to do it. So there is some sort of what? What's going on here? Well, there is an underlying desire here that's causing him to want to do that stupid thing. And what a lot of people do is they say, oh, I had that desire to do something stupid. I am bad. I'm not good enough. I'm not studying hard enough. It's a bad strategy. Insert blank, something that implies something that's bad, right? They have some sort of negative attachment with that because they have the desire to do something stupid. But let's actually think about this. That's what you want. That's a skill that you need to have. How so? Well, what did you just do? You have recognized the fact that, you know what? I want to do something stupid. That's not good. When you recognize that you want to do something stupid, then guess what? You can fix it. You can ignore that desire. Or, I like to use, as traders, and this will sound crazy, but I assure you, as soon as you start trading with real money, you'll know what I mean. But what I like to call the voices. Yes, we all have voices in our head, and these voices will come out to visit you as soon as you start trading with real money. And these voices are going to lead to the desire, and sometimes, like I said, so it's just the voices lead to the desire makes you want to do something stupid, but don't allow yourself to say, oh, I'm bad, I'm not good enough, I'm not studying hard enough. No, that you're a human being, you're an emotional creature. That's totally normal. The problem is what you decide to do, right? So just because these show up, the real thing becomes, well, are you going to listen to the voices? Are you going to do that dumb thing? Or are you going to just say, because we're polite, are you just going to say, no thanks? That is the big question. That is the big hurdle that needs to that needs to be overcome. Whereas look at it like this, though. Let's say that you're just brand new to the markets. You're just or maybe you're just, no, I got it all figured out. But for whatever reason, you're in the camp where you're Bob, and then all of a sudden, this isn't right here, where he doesn't recognize that he wants to do something stupid. So he just what? Of course, there's nothing to listen to, so he's just going to go and do it, right? Because Bob doesn't even know how to identify what stupid is. He doesn't recognize the voices. Now that is a situation where you're totally missing the skill, where you're totally just you're underestimating just how good it actually is to be able to say, oh, wow, I want to do something stupid right now. That's awesome. Don't think that just because you have the desire, that means that you're not good enough. At least you can recognize it. And I realize right now, I'm drawing up on the whiteboard and kind of talking in theory. But what I want to show you now is, before I forget, I'm going to show you a portion of a live trade that I've done. And what I really liked about it in hindsight was how I documented this journey for me. And the key thing is that I want you to pay attention to, remember this quote right here. I want to buy here. And when I say here, and when I want, right, because that's the desire right here. So my desire is to want, and I want to buy, here, take notice of that location. Look where the prices when I admit that, yeah, I want to buy here. But here's the thing, and not to pat myself on the back, but just to show you that this is a skill that you need to have to be able to recognize the desire. I then throw in the but, no thanks, but that wouldn't be good. So just because I had the desire to want to buy there, that doesn't mean that, oh, wow, Clay, you suck as a trader. Oh, wow, you still have so much work that needs to be done. No, you're never going to be able to get rid of the emotions. You're never going to be able to get rid of the voices. The key, though, is can you recognize the emotions? The key is, the skill is, do you realize what's going on? Do you realize the voices that have shown up? And as you're going to see, I named this voice right here the chasing voice. Now, I don't know if this will work for everybody, but for me, and I realize it makes me sound psychotic, but I have names for all the voices in my head. And for me, that just helps me to recognize them, and it helps me to recognize the desire. So I don't know, maybe the skill, you can improve upon it for yourself, where you do start naming the voices. And like I said, you're about to be introduced to the chasing voice in my head. And just, I guess I'll kind of offer up a spoiler. Actually, I won't. Let's just watch what happens. Take note to where I say, I want to buy here. And then I say, but, because I'm looking for something else to happen. And then I'll come back and kind of, offer up the secondary part of this skill, which is because I was able to recognize it, I was then able to benefit in another way. So let's go to my desktop and you'll see this live, portion of a live trade video that I've done. Market opens up here in about 25 minutes, watching SCS right now. Maybe a pre-market trade, or I might just let this overall pattern kind of develop before the actual open. But a nice price stock here with good solid movement, over 1 million shares already. And like I said, maybe a pre-market trade, but if not, I'll see you back at the open. Still about 10 minutes left, and SCS has just really kind of left me in its dust. I've watched it and thought, all right, it'll pull back some more, it'll pull back, but this thing is just grinding right now, and not going to buy a pair, don't want to chase, and that may prove to be very stupid. Who knows, maybe by the time the market opens, this thing's going to be up over 11, but chasing, not a good habit to get into, but if it can at least show some sideways price movement and consolidate out, that's a little bit different story. But as of right now, it's just been green candle after green candle. So as much as I would like to try to nibble some up here, I've learned through the hard way many times. Let's just put it this way, you don't want to chase. So we'll see if it can at least consolidate out. Now, if it pulls back, then I would definitely become a whole lot more interested. But as of right now, yeah, I'd like to buy here. And in hindsight, maybe I should have bought here. But as far as habits being formed, you don't want to form bad habits of chasing, which is what it would be right now. So like I said, that market now opens up in about 9 minutes. But yeah, this thing's looking like it'll be a pretty entertaining open. And that is exactly why you don't want to chase. You got to think about it. Put yourself in shoes. There's people. We were watching people buy right up there. So you got to just wonder, what are they thinking right now? They're thinking, well, it's looking like my Monday might not be getting off to a good start. Now this thing could very well work its way back upwards, and they may get bailed out. But just think about the habit that's being formed. Not a good habit to be buying up there, to have this big old pullback, and then all of a sudden, sure, it may work out for them, or who knows, maybe not. Maybe this is a bigger move to the downside. But there's a pullback, and I'm interested now at this point, have an order for 1,000 shares at $9.85 to buy, if you're unfamiliar with my screen. So still got a little bit of ways to go, but looking for a flush down below the $10 mark. And we'll see, still about 5 minutes before the market opens. So maybe a pre-market trade if it moves down there beforehand. If not, though, let's see what happens. Oh, I think I missed it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I got it. But anyways, I got my first fill, 1,000 shares at $9.80. And all out there for a quick 150. Going to go down to 9.55. Wow, the market opened up and it just snapped right down there. So I do apologize if I didn't get my 9.80 entry point. At least I got the exit point. So let's see if this thing wants to pull back some more. Okay, I'm in there. All out there for another 150. Got to go to 9.25 now. So let's see, we're not even a minute into the day and I'm up $300. Isn't all that pretty crazy? Really in two ways. First, where I say I want to buy here. Basically, I would have bought the top. I literally would have bought the top within a few pennies before that big move happened. However, what happened in there? I threw out the word but. right? No, that's not showing up pretty good. Let's try this right here. I threw out the word. There we go. But I'd like what? I'd like to see the price pull back. So think about it. I did want to do something stupid, but I said no thanks. And then I said, yeah, go away, chasing voice. I want to see a pullback. And then when the pullback happened, you saw, crazy, huh? $300 in basically a minute. Why? Because I recognized the stupid voice. I ignored the stupid voice. And then I just did what actually was the smart thing to do. And that's actually what discipline is. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, the soundbite always is, well, you got to be disciplined as a trader. But what does that even really mean? Well, it means this. Being disciplined is not, oh, I have the desire to do something stupid. That means I'm not disciplined. No, that's false. You're not disciplined if you listen, correct. Now, you're really undisciplined. Now, some people, it's not really an excuse, but if you don't even know how to identify stupid, and then you go and you do something stupid, at least you can say to that person, well, I mean, they don't really know that was stupid. I mean, that's still undisciplined, and that's still not good because they're going to lose money. But in the situation where you can identify as stupid and then you still listen, yeah, that's being really, really bad in the discipline department. But that's what discipline is. Discipline is a two-step process. First, can you recognize the desire? Can you recognize the voices that show up? Then the second part is, what are you going to do after you recognize? Are you going to listen or are you going to say no thanks? That is how discipline actually works. That is how you are disciplined. So next time, you got to be disciplined. And I always wonder that, follow your rules. Okay, that's true. Discipline means follow your rules, but how do you follow your rules? Well, you have to be able to recognize whenever the desires show up that want to make you break those rules. And then you just say, no thanks, because again, we're polite. But that's how this all works. And that's why the number one skill that you have to have as a trader is you need to be disciplined. But not really. Let's peel that back. The number one skill you have to have is to just recognize the desires, recognize when those, wow, I really want to do something stupid right now. And then you need to be able to say no thanks and then proceed on and follow what you know needed to be done. Like I said, to equate this back to the real world example, so I get out of the world of theory right now, I wanted to buy. I wanted to chase because, that price was going up and it was going up. Oh my, I'm missing out, Clay. I want to buy here. But no, that was the desire of the chasing voice. But I would be interested if it pulls back. And when it pulled back, as you saw, $300 in a minute. So that's how it works. That's the skill that you've got to have as a trader. Do not allow yourself to think that just because you have a bad desire, that, wow, I'm just slacking off. No, that means you're right on your A game. That means you're ready to be disciplined because you're being very self-aware and that's what you want. Just make sure you say, no thanks. I mean, some of you may be sailors that are watching this. It's probably not quite, you probably have a few different, more choice words in there. And if that works for you, that's great. I mean, cuss up a storm. I don't know. Just don't listen to the stupid desire once you recognize that the stupid desire has shown up. So get out there, start working and applying this skill because, it is the number one skill you must have if you want to have any sort of long-lasting success as a trader. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.